wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in reset. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll run for it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, I love the way this defense just started this football game. You gave them some yards, but who cares? Great job adjusting, getting the fourth down stop, now creating some momentum for your offense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll give it to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, Mississippi State, 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Got his man on the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops to throw. Puts it out of the air. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Off-play action on first down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Split backs here. Using the quick game. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The option look. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Quick handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And the Longhorns will go for it here on fourth down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leads it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pineda. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just...
He's going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for the... Back here, 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of this decision.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got a man, it's Pineda. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Texas.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the field, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by just 4 to North Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an possession here in the final 2 minutes. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Not cold as... Got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to the back. Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Love the coverage, not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and just stop. That allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. start this third quarter with a run. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side. He's in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And that one will come up here in the second half.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. The give to the single back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Goes to the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Release to the back. It's on target and complete. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
The Longhorns will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same. Strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that.
Fires and picked off.
The second down, intercepted by Texas. And they'll
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Grab near the marker is Pineda. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Pineda. Finding open area. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense in.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just
turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll run it. Creates a little space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. He's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he just flat missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and he tried to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got him. He's going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. We learn a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Trying to beat him to the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. After run, now throw. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Setting up the screen. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. 3 consecutive